everyone, it's Doug. It is July 17th, and we're rolling on through with some more Connections, the new word game from the New York Times, currently in beta. I expect it's going to be a big hit. For those who are joining us for the first time, in this word game, you get a grid, a 4x4 grid with a word in each of the cells. You need to group these 16 words into 4 groups of 4 by discovering some commonality between those groups of 4. It's going to be something more than just 5-letter words or nouns or verbs. It will be categories. There are 4 different types of categories, depending on obvious to obscure, I guess I like to put it. They're color-coded. So yellow is kind of the easy one. Purple is the hardest, and so on and so forth. So let's get ourselves started with some connections. Today we have I, wombat, cheddar, koala, Mars, gun, crunch, stacks, paper, mole rat, kangaroo, mounds, truth, chunky, dough, and wallaby. Okay, interesting. I feel like we have candy bars here. Crunch is a bar. Mounds is a bar. I believe Mars is a bar. Mars bar. And then, of course, sometimes we go through this and we're like, all right, so where's the fourth one? And I'm not a candy guru, so I may be missing a very obvious one here. So I suppose it might be best if we move on and try and find another category. Now, I will say Australian animals, wallaby, kangaroo, I believe mole rat fits here, and wombat. Oh, but there's also koala. See that? Now, sometimes you'll see that where you think you've got a group, but there's a 5th member that could be in that group or could be in another. So that's another one that's interesting. I wonder if it has something to do with some nature of this. I think these are animals typically associated with Australia. Maybe the wombat is the outlier because we're looking at mammals. I don't think a wombat is a mammal. I could be wrong. So perhaps this is Australian mammals. Like, I feel like the wombat maybe fits somewhere else. So you get wallaby, kangaroo, mole rat, and koala. We could give that a go. I think that's probably worth giving a shot. All right, let's try that. Is this a category? No, one away. Okay, so indeed, I'm missing something. So one of these is not in the group, and I'm going to have to think that one through a little bit more. Interesting. I'm seeing a lot of, and I'm not quite sure what the other categories would be. I think there were candy bars in Australian animals, but this still leaves some of these other things to be determined. Interesting. So again, with the candy bars, I like crunch, mounds, Mars, and I don't know about the other. Like, Chunky and Dough, I don't think are brand names. Truth. There's not a truth bar, is there? Not quite sure. Okay, well, let's hold off on that one. I wish they had a mode here that let you, just for the purposes of a visual aid, select a bunch of things. Because I'm trying to look at the words that we haven't identified as being possibly in a category. So I think that would be truth, paper, chunky, dough, stacks, gun, I, and cheddar. I wonder if cheddar has... Cheddar's a cheese. There's no other cheeses here. What would I go with? This is going to be an interesting one. Like, so we know that we tried for the Australian animals. We tried koala, wallaby, kangaroo, and mole rat, and that was incorrect. We ruled out wombat. I wonder if wombat comes in and something comes out. I wonder if mole rat is what comes out and it's wombat that comes in. I got to be careful, of course. We don't want to use all our mistakes. That would be bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that. Wombat, kangaroo, wallaby, koala. Is this the Australian animal category? Yes, it is. Marsupials. Okay. Well, there you go. We've got our marsupials worked out. All right. So it's always good to get that first one down. Still trying to figure out what we're doing next here. Mounds, Crunch. I can't help but think that these are candy bars. Mars, Crunch, and Mounds. I really feel strongly, but I'm missing where that fourth candy is. Chunky? I wonder if that's one of these is a brand. I just don't recognize it. I think that's the issue I've got here. Okay, but nonetheless, could it be something with glass? No. Like glass eye, eyeglass? No. Could the eye be a body part, something you see with? No. Something round? No. I think that I could be in one of those categories. We've seen it before. We have words that pair with another word to be a phrase. Private eye? No. Eyewitness? No. I feel like I'm onto something there. Truth. Gun. Like, I wonder if maybe the strat here, as the kids say, is to try and figure out the things that don't fit anywhere else. Truth, gun, paper, and eye kind of almost feels like what I'm looking at here. So, and I don't know what the commonality is, right? But then that leaves us with Mars, Mounds, Crunch, and something else. And then cheddar, mole rat, chunky. Where's mole rat supposed to go? That's an interesting one. What the hell does mole rat go with? Boy, this is very, very tricky. And I might be barking up the wrong tree with truth, gun, paper, eye, too, to be honest. Dough is a type of food. Are we looking at things that are foods? Dough would be a type of something edible. Cheddar would be something edible. But there's nothing else that's clearly a food. Could there be something with soup? Chunky soup? Cheddar soup? Nope. That's not it. Crunch could be a sound, but I don't see anything else that would be a sound. My goodness gracious. All right, so, I feel like I've got to at least see if I'm right about the candy bar. So Mars, Crunch, Mounds. So maybe at least if we can get it to one away, I know I'm barking up the right tree, because Mars, Crunch, Mounds would have to be candy bar related. So I can't even begin to think of what the fourth candy bar is. I feel like I've heard of a truth bar before. I've never heard of cheddar bar, stacks bar, paper bar, dough bar, eye bar, chunky bar maybe. I don't think there's a mole rat candy bar. So it's like truth or chunky. I'm going to try chunky. I want to at least see if I can get it to one away. How's that? Let's see. Do we get that? Chocolate bars, chunky, Crunch, Mars, Mounds. Oh, wow, got very lucky there. All right, so we got it. We got the chocolate bars. And interestingly enough here, so yellow is the easiest category. Green is the second easiest. So we, unfortunately, have the two difficult ones to sort. cheddar, gun, mole rat, stacks, paper, truth, dough, I. Gun. I feel like something to do with like a crime drama. Gun, truth, paper, stacks. But then what is cheddar, mole rat, dough, and I? You know, I can't even begin to think of what would be the commonality there. The mole rat part really has me like scratching my head. So let's see, cheddar, gun, stacks. Again, stacks also makes me wonder. Stacks and I make me wonder if these are two words that that have some sort of other word they pair within a phrase or something. Gun. I can't be pronounced as a letter. There aren't three other things that do that. I could be a verb as to I something, but there's nothing else that could be looked at as a verb. Truth. Paper. Stacks. Paper stacks. And then there's like cheddar and dough. Mole rat. What is... I mean, is mole rat technically... I guess it could be something edible. But my goodness gracious. Paper, stacks, truth, gun, I. Wow. Man, oh man. And I have 3 mistakes remaining, but the problem is I'm not even sure where you go here. A gun shoots bullets. A gun, it's something you hold in your hand. A weapon. None of these categories I've come up with have any commonality with the rest of it. Paper, something you read. Something you look, something visual, something with words. Something thin, something light. Something that comes from a tree. None of these other things come from that. Dough is in D-O-U-G-H. Something made from other ingredients. Something made from other things. Something that comes from a plant. Paper. Okay, something that comes from the earth. So paper comes from trees. Dough comes from other things. Cheddar comes from other things. Cheese. But the mole rat part. The mole rat part is like... I kind of almost want to just to see if I'm close on cheddar, paper, and dough. I had 3 mulligans. What do I get with this? 1 away. 1 away. Cheddar, paper, and dough, perhaps. I'm going to take mole rat out. Cheddar, paper, and dough. But which of the other 4 words? Gun, stacks, truth, or I? Gun, stacks, truth, or I? Cheddar, paper, and dough. I feel like they're things that are made from other things. They're things that you do something to. There's something you do to them that's a commonality. Is it something that you cut or separate or prepare? Do you cut it? You could cut cheese. You could cut paper. You could cut dough. I guess you don't cut a mole rat. Stacks, truth, I, gun, all things you don't cut. That you process. Not that you read. Man, oh man. Let me go back. All right, so mole rat, gun, something I, something on a dollar bill. Man, this is killing me. I got 2 guesses left. What if I try something else with cheddar, paper, and dough? Just to at least see if these 3 are the 3 that I want in my group. I can't imagine gun fitting in any way. Truth or maybe stacks? All right, I'm getting nowhere fast. I'm going to at least see if cheddar, paper, and dough are the commonality by putting stacks with them. Slang for money. Cheddar, dough, paper, and stacks. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Well, that took us quite a bit, but, man, that one... cheddar, dough, paper, stacks. Okay, and I think at the end there, I had on a dollar bill, so I think I was getting closer. All right, so gun, mole rat, truth, and I feel like there's something to do with a comic book franchise or some fictional story or movie, Spider-Man, a comic book universe. That's where I'm at. It's something along those lines. Let's find out. I'm kind of almost throwing my hands in the air. That's the genre I'm going with. What is the grouping? Naked blank. I, gun, mole. Well, there you go. Naked mole rat. I was never going to get that. But technically it's a win. We couldn't guess the 4th category, though. Well, wow. Okay, so this was a long episode. I guess some of these will be lengthier than others. I hope you enjoyed it. It was still fun. It was still fun. Quite a mind bender, though. So, again, hope you're having a good time with this. Let me know in the comments below what you think. We'll keep doing this for a while. I feel like we'll probably make this a regular thing. But again, loving to hear your feedback. So there you go. My mind is mush. I'm going to take a little break, and we'll see you tomorrow here on Doug Man's Land.